Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of the lecture series. In fact, this is the third time that I'm recording this video, so I'm just gonna power through it as fast as possible to make it as simple as possible for you as well. So sometimes when you're doing an abstract or a poster for a specific conference, you just need some data from some graphs, and for whatever reason out there in the world, they do not provide you with the data tables. Yes, it is annoying. I've had to face that with the recent abstract that I've done at a conference on cerebral edema and the management of cerebral edema. And the metric that I was using was the rainwater content. Now, usually if you're doing a meta-analysis, you'll probably be looking at qualitative information or the conclusions of certain studies, or rather the statistical values. And there are just some moments where you need to use those values for comparison between, for example, hypertonic saline and mannitol, or 3% and 10% hypertonic saline. This is where web blood digitizer or Automeris comes in. So you go to this website right over here, you go to files, you load whatever image it is, and depending on which type of image it is, just select it here as appropriate. Now this is a 2D bar plot. It will explain things further well, and this is the more common type of graph that I've usually seen. So first thing is, be careful whether it is a vertical or a horizontal bar graph. So this is a vertical bar graph, and the first thing that we need to do is to set up our 2 points. So point 1 is going to be at the lower margin, or the lowest value possible, which is 70 right here. And point 2 is going to be at the highest one, which is 90. Now, it is important that you set up those margins correctly and you use the magnifier on the right to set it as accurately as possible. Once you're done, press complete, and then this pop-up will show. Point 1 is at 70, point 2 is at 90. For you, it might be different. Once you're done, press OK. Now, that is done. You have to select at point. Now, more often than not, it is selected for you. So what I usually do is that I look at the upper margin of the bar itself and where it intersects in the middle with, for example, the uncertainty bar or the error bars that may be present. So let's go for the middle. So let's go with the white ones for 3 days. So 3 days here. This one right here. So this will be bar 1. And this will be bar 2. Now let's do the 7 days one so that we are slightly more organized. So this would be bar 3, 4, and 5. Now you may adjust the point if you feel like it is not that accurate. So you can slightly move it here and there. Now it's slightly annoying to do that, so what I would recommend you to do is just delete it entirely and just add a new one. Now just be careful because the labels could get a bit messy. It's quite an old software or a website to use, so for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to delete those ones. Now, once you've done all the points or the points on all the bar graphs that you want to examine, you go over here to the left side and you go on to view data. So what this program basically does is that it looks at the point 1 and point 2, so the two boundaries of your values, and then it just kind of estimates on the through some kind of math. It just kind of estimates as best as possible through the location of the point for bar 0, for example, where it is placed, the value that is present. So this is 75 and this is 80, and here we can see on the reading it's 77.7, and it is, so this would be 77.5, so this is 77.76, so it could be rounded up to 77.8, technically speaking now, depending on what significant figures you want to use. So is it entirely accurate? No. Is it the best that we can get right now in such desperate situation, which you probably would be in right now? Yes. Bar 1, for example, is at 82.095. Kind of, yeah. Bar 2, for example, this is for bar 1. Bar 2, about 83.83. So this is how you can use Automeris quickly and easily. It's incredibly helpful if you got a conference or an abstract or a poster coming up soon. You've got just those old studies for this niche topic, and you need a way to extract the values out of those bar graphs. You can also do this for an X and Y plot. You just follow the same principles. You select point 1, point 2, and you select your value, and you select the points at which you want the values for. There are also other videos available to explain for the XY graphs. Thank you.